Thank you for being here, for your presence, for your time, for your attention. It may be hard to take in, to realize, to understand that your world, your reality is a reflection directly of you. What you know about yourself consciously, mainly unconscious material, mainly unconscious material. So if you're having some issues with your reality, my love, you may be having issues with yourself. And I know how frustrating and how disorienting and how confusing, how upsetting, how much cognitive dissonance that might incur as you wake up, as you mature, as you expand, as you grow past and through your novel edges. You will eventually come to understand and take responsibility or not for your contribution to the reality that you are creating, co-creating, moment to moment to moment to moment. If you're not doing okay, if you're not feeling well, if your reality is a shit show, my encouragement is to slow way down and get real intimate with yourself and those parts of you that have contributed to the reality that you are experiencing. It is not fun. It is not easy. It is extremely challenging and difficult on every level to take responsibility for ourselves. And that's why not a lot of people do it. We want change in the world. We desire it. We have passion around it. We have judgments about it. And why don't they just clean up their mess so that we can all get along and feel better and do better and prosper? Those are not the mechanisms of action. This is an inside out energetic reality, and you are the source. You are the source. Just like I am the source and the center of creating my reality, we are powerful beings, and we have forgotten our power, forgotten our sovereignty. So this is encouragement. It's a little strong this morning. There's something strong in me and my initial thought. And what I do want to share are the synchronicities, and that when you do decide to take responsibility for what you're focusing on, that the signals are beautiful, powerful, true. I shared just yesterday from a book of poetry that I received from a very dear soulmate. And when I got home last night, I received yet another poem from a friend, Swami Ramananda, that I also shared about maybe a week or so ago. I read a poem that he had sent me via email, but these two poems, the one that I read yesterday, the one that I received same day, last night, both were talking about grief and death and beauty and perspective. And I just thought, how lucky, how fortunate am I that these are the messages, this is the support that I'm receiving through the beauty of prose and poetry and kind friends, both near and simply acquaintances, that there is a string that connects us, that encourages my friend to send me a book of poetry, that encouraged my Swami acquaintance and this sweet brother to my yoga teacher to send an email, that the messages were so powerful and similar. When you start looking for the signs of abundance and wellness and beauty and prosperity and okayness and all rightness, you will find them. You will find them. When you start looking for trouble and discord and mishap and injustice and unfairness, suffering, you will find it. You will find it. It is all here. Everything is here already. Everything is already here. You have the choice in what you're going to focus your energy on. So if you are perceiving your reality to be full of discord, you might have some clearing of your lenses, some clearing of your emotional channels, so that then you may come into alignment with the beauty that's already here for you, for all of us. It's here already for you. My friend Smokey the barn cat is trying to get my attention to come and play with him at the door. Playmates all around. It's a rocky, rough, dangerous, precarious, often violent, confusing journey. Learning to transmute and alchemize the programmed operating system that is deep in each of us. The bravery and the open-heartedness and the commitment and the devotion, the willingness to save yourself. It's not a one-time thing, it's an ongoing thing. So my encouragement is to strive to turn your face toward the sun, toward the light, to keep your heart as open as you can possibly keep it, and to be on the lookout for the beauty that's here for you. I'm going to read this poem from my friend Swami Ramananda, that it might serve you in the way the other poem might have served you. A mishmash of messages. My heart is, it's got an ache in it today for the pain and the struggle and the confusion of us awakening souls, and how the love needs to be louder, because the wildness and the anger, the violence, the discord, the vampirism, the narcissism is so loud and so abusive and so in our faces. We must learn how to share love more loudly, to speak about love more honestly, more openly, to blast our hearts wide open, and to model that though it's hard, it's worthwhile. I'm going to read this poem by Rosemary Huatola Trommer. It's called For the Living. It is the work of the living to grieve the dead. It is our work to wake each day to live into the world that is. It is our work to weep, and it is our work to be healed. Some part of us knows not only the absence of our beloveds, but also their presence, how they continue to teach us, how they invite us to grow. It is our work to be softened by loss, to be undone, destroyed, remade. Wounded, we recoil, and it is our work to notice how, like crushed and trampled grass, we spring back. It is our work to meet death again and again and again. And though it aches to be open, it is our work to be opened, to live into the opening until we know ourselves as blossoms, nourished from within by the radiance of the ones who are no longer physically here. They have given us their love light to carry. It is our work to be in service to that light. It's your work to be in service to that light, and you're not alone in the figuring it out, of the feeling it out. There is support, there is community, there is encouragement. You don't need to be alone in your despair or in your grief for yourself or for someone that you love. When I point to you as the center, please know that I mean God, source inside of you. I am never referring to you, the persona, the person, personhood, the human self, the small self. That's not who I'm pointing to. I am always and will eternally be pointing to the God source inside of you, the higher self, the true self, the most full version of yourself that you can stand to comprehend, the truth of who you are. I love you. I care about your journey. May your day be filled with grace and peace and truth and honesty and ease and wellness and anything else you desire for yourself and those around you. I'll be with you again very soon.